Welcome. Welcome into the space today. It's lovely to have you here, and I just want to honor your presence. And I want to honor the fact that you are taking time to be present to yourself. And that's a really important thing for us to do, is to be present to ourselves. So well done for making the time, carving out a bit of time to do that. That's great. So today's focus for our mindfulness meditation practice is going to be practicing the pause. So during the meditation, I'm going to use that word pause. And what I would encourage each of us to do is, when I use that kind of language, is to pause in our minds and in our bodies and really go inwards and center in on your self, on the center of your being. So that kind of space or place in our thinking and in our souls and bodies where we take our mind and our attention and we just pause and we focus and center. So that's what we're doing today. So let's pause just for a moment in our bodies and find a physical space or center in our bodies. So finding a posture and position that is comfortable, that is centered, that is symmetrical, that part of our bodies where perhaps our physical heart is kind of in that center of circulation and flow, that center in our lungs where we draw the air in, down, deep. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose, feeling the air flow down our throat deep into the center of our bodies. Allowing that breath to begin to nourish us, nourishing our bodies. We might like to pause at the bottom of the breath. So we breathe in, reaching the top of the breath, and then breathing out, and then pausing at the bottom when the air has left the body. And when we do that, when we pause at the bottom of the breath, we can really focus our attention on that center part of our beings. Kind of like feeling the bottom of the lungs almost. Breathing in deeply and then just sitting in stillness at the bottom of the breath. We're going to raise our shoulders for a few breaths, just to help us continue that process of really finding that central place within our bodies. So as you take a deep breath in, raising the shoulders up towards the bottom of the ears. And as we exhale, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together. As we exhale, pausing, then breathing in, raising the shoulders, rolling them back on the exhalation, drawing the shoulder blades together, pausing at the bottom. And again, breathing in deeply, raising the shoulders up, rolling them back, stretching the chest out. Just really sitting at the bottom of each breath. While we're in this flow of movement, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to turn our chin towards our right shoulder. As we exhale, gazing over the shoulders with our eyes, still noticing that flow of breath down deep into our bodies. Feeling the center of breath, even though we're gazing over our shoulders. Taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, gently, slowly moving the chin through center, across to the left shoulder, gazing over the shoulder, remembering to continue to breathe. We're paused in this posture for a moment, but still allowing our attention to drop down to our core, to our center. Taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we move back through center and gently lifting the chin and face up towards 1 o'clock. Allowing our attention to continue to drop down into our bellies, into the bottom of the breath. Going to take a deep breath in. We're going to flow down, back through center, allowing our chin and face to then move up towards 11 o'clock. Pausing in this posture. Perhaps noticing the air as it flows over the back of the throat. Down deep into the center of our bodies. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, and gently and slowly moving back down to center. Pausing here in our bodies, pausing in a comfortable posture. While our body is paused here, we're going to lift our attention up to the top of our heads. We're going to pause there in our attention for a moment. And we're going to begin to sense the flow of gravity over our bodies. Our attention is paused at the top of our head. And we begin to allow our senses, a sense of space, our senses of the flow of gravity to begin to grow. Our skin is just the edge between here and the space around us. We're going to begin to now allow our attention to flow down over our bodies. Just as gravity is flowing down over our bodies, drawing our bodies towards the earth, we allow our attention to flow as well, flowing down over our forehead and around our eyes. Feeling the interplay between our forehead, the skin covering our eyes and our nose, and really releasing and allowing our skin and the muscles to drop down and flow with gravity towards the earth. Noticing the way our skin flows over our cheekbones and down our cheeks, around our mouth to our chin. On the next breath out, we're going to allow our mouth and chin to drop down towards the earth. We're just going to pause in that posture of allowing our chin and jaw to be still, especially at the bottom of the breath. We might even allow a sigh to escape from our lips as a symbol and a way of releasing. Pausing in the stillness of the bottom of the breath. Allowing our attention to move around to the back of our head and neck. Noticing. Feeling the sensations that we feel in that area of our body. Noticing the flow of gravity down our neck and over our shoulders. There is a beautiful flow of gravity. And we yield, particularly on the breath out, we yield our shoulders. We yield our neck, yielding to gravity and allowing that flow down, down. Drawing our attention with it down deep into our center. As we continue our flow of breath, we're going to pause in this place for a little while. Pausing to stay centered and still. Sensing the gravity. Welcoming the breath. Allowing our thoughts and giving permission to our thoughts to just be on pause. giving every part of our being permission to pause. Permission to be at peace. Centered and still. Freedom to flow with gravity, with sensation, with peacefulness. Freedom to let go of thought. Freedom to pause. To allow our thoughts to drift as they will. Noticing the flow of air into and out of the body. Noticing that rhythm of breathing that is unique to each one. My rhythm is my rhythm of breath. I allow that flow to nourish me, to nourish my body, to nourish my soul. My body is a safe place for me. It's a safe place for my soul. I feel the flow of air. I begin to draw my attention to it, noticing the flow as it passes through my nose, passes down my throat, and I notice the way my chest rises and falls and my belly moves in and out. And I notice, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the nourishment it provides. I begin to draw the air in even deeper than normal, allowing it to really soak all the way down into my lungs, slowly and deliberately drawing that air in, welcoming it deep into my body, drawing the air in, exhaling, pausing at the bottom of the breath for just a little moment longer. In and out, and pausing. In and out, and pausing. Drawing the air in. Once again, I raise my shoulders up towards my ears, and as I exhale, I roll my shoulders back, feeling the stretch, enjoying it, breathing in, raising my shoulders, rolling them back. Noticing the change as I breathe in, rolling back. On the next breath in, I breathe in. I begin to allow my eyes to gently and slowly open, becoming aware again of the space that I inhabit, the environment around me. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.